What's up, guys? It's Garrett Henderson. How are you? Sorry to be the lecturer on all my videos, but that's just my style. I want to teach. I'm trying to teach you. And yesterday, when I posted that video, I apologize that the stupid music was on. I can't take the music off. I tried to delete it and then repost it, but the music was there. So now, for some reason, TikTok is adding music to my videos, and I have to literally hit the X button to take the music out. So that video was ruined. I'll do more. As I was teaching my son, I figured I'd teach you, but that's not why I'm making the video. I'm making the video to rant about my supply house. I'm so disappointed with my supply house, but I am loyal. But they're not as loyal. But I want to tell you a little something, okay, you need to do. A major thing you need to do if you're buying your materials from a supply house, especially a larger supply house that has multiple branches. Supply houses, answer me this, because I know you guys might be on break and you might be watching TikTok and you might have scrolled past me. Why aren't your prices in the matrix the same across the board at every branch? I'm waiting for your answer. Why is it when I go into branch A in North Jersey, my price is $1? And then when I go to branch B in Central Jersey, my price is $1.25. And if I go to my branch C in South Jersey, the price is 89 cents. Why is that? So yesterday I went to my main supply house, the one that I'm not, nowadays you really just don't go to one supply house. Now we used to. That was called loyalty and honor, but they've lost that ability to do that. And I blame Amazon. These guys are no longer competing amongst other supply houses. They're competing against the behemoth Amazon. Now, this supply house I'm talking about, I'm so angry and disappointed that I'm almost willing to call them out, but I don't need to. That's petty. Because you guys are watching this maybe anywhere, could be anywhere in the world watching my video. So I just want to give you a warning, because I was recruited by a salesperson on a large job in 2004 maybe. It wasn't a data center, it was another one. It was a big switchgear we had to do, and the customer wanted square D, so I had to find a Schneider square D, experts, and I found the supply house, and man, they were calling me every day to do the business. The supply house was like all over me. I said, okay. And I really had a great relationship with them. It came in, it was fantastic. So for 20 years, I was using this supply house, not exclusively, but quite often, or not. And they made some major investments during COVID. These warehousings really took off. So during COVID, or right around COVID, they invested hundreds of millions of dollars in a state-of-the-art distribution center with Dematic technology. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Dematic, it's like Rapistan, it's like conveyors. If you work with warehouses, which I recommend you do, you get into a lot of conveyors. So there's a couple of different major players in conveyors, and Dematic is one of them, but they're very expensive. They're multi-level, they're robotic, they're for more smaller parts. A lot of the major companies have it, but it's a big expense and you need a full-time maintenance staff, and this company decided to go that way. So right away I thought, oh geez, if I'm doing business with a company that's investing, hundreds of millions of dollars in debt to get this type of technology, you better believe prices are going to go up. Well, I went in there when they first opened and they gave me a tour, and it was amazing. Now, I have a lot of experience with conveyors and Dematic, so I knew what I was looking at, and it was fantastic. It was spotless, it was clean, it was a new warehouse. I went in yesterday, and whoever's managing your warehouse, you need to get rid of them, because you can always tell when a good management company or a manager, that place is spotless. I'm not going to mention names, but when I go into the largest warehousing companies in our nation, they're spotless. They have scrubbers and sweepers and dedicated staff to keep the facility clean. And a clean facility makes you want to be clean, right? Well, yesterday it looked awful. It was dusty. It was just, I thought, holy mackerel. Now, who's to blame for that? Amazon. They're obviously not getting the same amount of business as they were, or they're being cut off. Look, I did a big job, and I went to this supply house because I needed Schneider, I needed Square D. Oh, let me get my coffee real quick. Here's my coffee. It's my new bike, by the way. And when you call this place and you ask for a Schneider meter pin or any specific switchgear or metering equipment, the first thing they say is, oh, it's a year away. It's a year out. Oh, we're a year lead time. So I actually went to the utility company and I said, hey, it's a year lead time. She said to me, it was a woman engineer at the utility company. She goes, you know what my big customers are doing? They're buying their switchgear on Amazon. Amazon for switchgear, Amazon for metering equipment, Amazon for breakers. So I kind of feel bad for these companies that have these big investments and the onslaught of Milwaukee coming over. So guys, we're in a whole different industry. And again, this is not why I'm making the video yet. I haven't given you the topic for the video. I just was thinking of my topic, that one that we're going to help you. And I'm going to get there if you can stand by for a second. But I just wanted to rant and say, supply houses, man. You know, us old guys that have been with you for, 20, 30 years, we know your operations, right? So take care of us. Now, this is why I'm ranting. Why can't we have the same pricing across the matrix at every branch? Why is it that when I go to one branch, I get one price, I go to another branch, I get another price? So when I get the invoices and the office sees the invoices and they see a 232 Rayco box, which is like a 4-inch square 1900 box, a little bigger, it's $1. But then I'll go to another branch, or my son will go to another branch, and then it's $2 or $1.50. And and we'll price the job based on the buck. We'll either charge $2 or whatever. And then I'll call up and it's like an attitude. It's like these guys are competing with each other. It's like, why? It's a money grab, guys. It's a money grab. So be careful. When you look at your invoices, make sure that you are being charged what you think you're being charged. Now, a lot of us get busy, especially when we're small, and we just pay. We either use a credit card or we're just paying quickly. And remember, when you get your invoice from your supply house, pay that within 10 days. You get a 2% discount. 2% discount. That's huge. 2% just for paying early. You got to pay anyway. Take advantage of that. If you're not getting the 2%, use your credit card and get bonus mileage for your credit card. So I just wanted to make a video to call out a supply house to say how disappointed I am in you and what, I understand now though why there's no more loyalty. There's really no more loyalty, right? Klein, you're just dropping off the map. Ideal, I don't know where you've been. Milwaukee, where are you getting your money from? What is going on behind the scenes? Now, look, it is turning out to be some fantastic product. I love my Milwaukee. I've got Milwaukee out the yin-yang, okay? These lights, rocket lights are Milwaukee. The only thing I do not like about Milwaukee is the MX fuel system because the batteries constantly run. And I have that right here. Right on the bottom here is a Milwaukee power station that uses MX fuel. So I can bring that with me to give me power anywhere I want. And that thing, when that thing is on, it constantly runs. Even if there's no load on it, just being on, there's fans running because they're so high powered and fast charging that they have fans, and that's a load, and that just takes away from the operation hours. So I know it's another rant, apologize, but look, an old dude trying to help out the young guys. Look, I would recommend that you go online and buy your stuff. You can easily return it. You don't have an attitude. Sometimes these supply houses don't want to return things, or you need a RA, return authorization number. You got the attitude behind the guy behind the counter, the managers. It's a rough business for supply houses now. I know they make a lot of money when they can, and they don't make a lot of, but they're competing with Amazon, Milwaukee. The amount of money you must have to inject yourself into us electricians is unbelievable. So check your invoices. Ask your manager or your salesperson to make sure your matrix, you're getting the price at the right amount and that the matrix is equal at every branch. It's Garrett Henderson. I will see you later going to take my bike out. It's a wonderful day. See you on the next one.